Hi, and welcome to our Google Hangout. We are so excited to be able to do a Google Hangout remotely, even remote from our remote location, no matter where we are. Just to hang out with you. So I just want to Google you and hang out with your Google. So that part is like something else. But today we want to talk about something that's really interesting. We want to talk about how the LinkedIn article said, and there were 276,000 hits on this article, which said that Ted Baker, the contemporary designer, flew 3,000 miles in order to be able to shine someone's shoes. Like, how cool is that?
In order to get
flying
shine.
Well, it said to shine shoes, and I thought, what in the world was all of that? Can you imagine that someone would actually go 3,000 miles just to care and to give someone a proper shoe shine? And that's what Ted Baker had done. Ted Baker wanted to have a greater relationship with his clients. He wanted to be able to have them unite and glue closer to the brand of Ted Baker. But you know, when you really want to be able to serve your customers, it's a really big deal.
You know what? It doesn't, we need to see people in life as our customers, not just people that we're doing business with and stuff like that. We need to be on the serving end of things and give our best service that we possibly can.
Sure. And so what Ted Baker did was Ted Baker took his number one shoe shiner, whose name was Jacques, and sent Jacques across the water to be able to shine the shoes of all of the people in his New York company store. And he wanted to be able to connect with them, to give them better service. And a lot of times what happens is that people don't really realize how important it is in marketing to have customer service involved.
That's true, because a lot of places are letting go of their customer service now. And
sure.
Some stores I'll go into and pay a little bit more for just because I know I'm going to get some customer service.
Right, and if you get the customer service, you don't mind paying the extra couple dollars to be able to get it. But sometimes either one of two things. Customers don't realize customer service until they don't have it.
That's the truth.
Or number two is that businesses, retail outlets, different types of marketing firms don't know how to serve their customers. And so what they believe is that they go down a list of things that they believe is really going to help the customers. But you have to remember something about customer service, and that is you need results. Customer service is not that you said, this is what I did. Customer service is the people coming back and say that they were served.
And you know what? It's really having a heart for the customer or for the person that you're dealing with. I mean, you can even have customer service even with a friendship, so to speak, just by going out of your way to be a friend to whoever you're a friend with.
That's exactly right, Linda.
It doesn't just stop in the business area of our life. It's in every area of our life where, even for me, that I give you the best that I can as your wife. I give you customer service. Not for my own benefit necessarily, but just to be a blessing.
Just to be a servant of the customers, which is really what it's all about. And so Ted Baker was able, by serving his customers and shining their shoes, was able to get the social chatter, all the social media, of all the marketing, of all the advertising. He was able to get that by shining someone's shoes. Here's a few things that I want you to know about customer service, and this is real important. And I wrote these down for you, so here they are. That you need to listen to your customers, not just hear their words. You need to be able to listen. When someone says something to you, what does that cause you to do? Instead of, in many customer service areas or businesses in the past, in many of those things, what ends up happening, or what ended up happening, was that people in customer service were only out there to be able to deal with the complaints of the customers, and they were figuring out a way, or trying to find out a way, how what they could do is get in onto a person's complaints to get them back happy again. So you need to listen to your customers. The second thing is that you need to be real. Authenticity is really important, because that's when someone knows you just didn't hear the words, but that you were truly present in what you were doing. The next thing is be honest about what you don't know. If you don't know it, you don't know it, and that part's just fine. And then, of course, have a deep understanding of your product, because if you want to be successful, service is the way that you do it. And your attitude will always win. Attitude trumps ignorance in so many different areas of life. And then remember this about every customer you come in contact with. And I've never heard anyone say it, but I've said it before. I want to tell you again. And that is that every customer, every person that accesses you for product, they access you for expertise, every customer you have needs to feel romanced by you, because that's really what endears them to you. And that part is really important, that they become part of your life, that they could never be taken away from you, because you never take a romance away from anybody. And so that's what we have as our trending topic today. And I think that that's a really kind of interesting.
It really is a powerful thing, because there's so many places we go where there isn't customer service, and you try to be kind and nice and everything like that, but it isn't maybe some place where you'd go back to, because they don't offer you any kind of customer service.
That's exactly right. I want to know. I'm not interested necessarily outside of things you can buy anywhere. The reason why you go somewhere is because of the customer service that you get and the way that you feel when you walk into the place of business.
Yeah, making people feel welcomed and hospitable and all of those kind of things. And it's just that way in every area of our life. It doesn't stop in the business arena. I think that we tend to think of things, we compartmentalize things all the time, but when it comes from our heart, it's just something that isn't done just because we're trying to get business. It's just a way of life for us. And then it becomes real, so that when people experience our customer service in our business, or even when people do things to be nice to you, to have a relationship with you, then you watch it in the other areas of their life, and you see that it's real. It's not just something that they're trying to do to gain your attention or to go after your relationship or anything like that, but it becomes a way of life for them.
Well, that's really true. So that's everything that I learned out of that Ted Baker, that one thing he chose to do. How cool was that?
Yeah, going out of your way for others.
It's all about making somebody feel good by shining their shoes. Now today,
special.
Tell us about what today is. Today's what national day?
Today's Mom and Pop Store Day. In other words, buy local. We just want to encourage you. There's so many good local small businesses in your area. And if they offer something, a service, then go in there and promote them, buy from them. They are the backbone of the economy of the United States, especially. And so our heads go off to all of you small business owners, and we encourage everybody to go out there and buy local and support these businesses.
In years gone by, price was a really big thing. And what we did was we had a race to the bottom. The guy that had the lowest price, he was going to get the deal no matter how much of a jerk that he was. And so now things are changing again. Is that people really saw that getting an extra $100 off on something, Yeah, $100 is $100. That's really true. And $100 is a lot of money. Don't let anybody tell you it's not. But at the same time, would you rather have that $100, or would you rather know that you were helping someone who was on your Chamber of Commerce, that they lived in your neighborhood, that their children went to the same school, and not only that, that they were able to give you better customer service? And so, Mom and Pop Business Day, our hats are off to you all, and please never quit, never stop. That's what America is made of.
And actually, when you think of even all the big chain stores and everything like that, they all started off as a mom and pop business.
Sure. Yeah. None of them started off with, with big warehouse kind of feelings. And so thank you so much. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to subscribe to our channel. Just go over there and hit the like button and then hit the subscribe. I want you to subscribe to it. And then after that, I want you to follow us. And you can follow me at Rob Thompson, and my wife here.
And Linda Thompson 74.
Man, how cool is that?
That's how old I am.
Yeah, and the links to all of these things and the neat things that we have for you, all of them are going to be up today. So I want to thank you for coming on to this Google Hangout.